Okay, so this is a Budget Galakrond deck, and just for reference, this is what the deck originally looked like, with a ton of legendaries, the cost being about 13,760, not about, that's the exact cost, and I decreased the cost to 6,200, and let me just explain all of my changes. Everybody got Galakrond for free, so he's definitely staying in there, and Kronk's just synergized with Galakrond, and that's how the whole deck functions, and it's something that I can shadow step, and it's an actual win condition other than a ton of lackeys, so I had to at least put Kronk's in here. And to talk about the certain replacements, let's just look at the original deck here real quick. In replacement for the Leroy, I put in the Reckless Rocketeer. They serve the same purpose. For 10 mana, you can still get the double charge combo with the shadow step, and slight little buff. If anybody's running the bomb dude, the one that increases battle cries by 5, Reckless Rocketeer doesn't have battle cries, so you can surprise OTK them even if they play that. Not a lot of people do, but it's just a nice little thing. And if people play it more, it might actually be an improvement in a few situations. And then instead of Flick, I put in the Walk the Plank. I think Walk the Plank is better than Assassinate, because usually you want to kill them and they'll be at full health. But sometimes they won't be, and that will suck. So if you want to put in Assassinate, that's totally fine. And then for the rest of them, like Ziliax, and Snip Snap, and Edwin, and Togwoggle, I just put in a more Battlecry package with the Shark, so lackeys will go off, and Life Drinker to replace the Ziliax, because you won't have as much life gain. And overall, the curve of the deck is similar, but I think a little bit cheaper overall, which is nice, and it's obviously a lot cheaper. It is less than half the cost, and I think that it should still function, and you know what? It's going to be even a little bit cheaper because I'm putting an Assassinate for Walk the Plank just in case they take damage, because I don't know. I'm afraid that it won't actually happen. I'm afraid the Walk the Plank won't land, but either or is fine. It just depends on your own personal preference. So let's just jump into a game real quick and see how it goes. Obviously, this deck is not going to be as good, and I probably will not win as many games with it, especially into a mirror match where he probably has a ton of value, right? But I don't know. On the bright side, I at least have a cheaper deck than he does. I don't know. Point is, I think that this is a good deck. I think that it has the potential to be good, at least. It just needs a little bit of refining, and if you have some of those legendaries, definitely put them in. I think you don't want to keep Life Drinker. You do want to keep Backstab. That's a mistake. I think I want to keep all of this. I think Praise Galakrond, it's a viable keep. Maybe it's not necessarily like the best one. Because if I don't have any minions to target with it, it might not necessarily land, but, you know, I decided to keep it. It's okay not having a turn 2 play, because you're going to daggers. Also, for this, I didn't put in any of the new cards from Galakrond's Awakening, and if I did, I might put in the 1/3s, the ones with Death Rattle that draw you a card. I think the voice line for it is "Who in their right mind hides loot?" First of all, funny. Just the voice I think is funny, but that's how I remember the card. I don't actually remember what the name of it is, but that one I might put in here in replacement of like the Assassinate, because I think card draw is important, or take out something like the Sap for it. So this hand's meh. I think what I want to do is play Pharaoh Cat, see what I get. And then if it's not a 2-drop, hit him Hero Power. It is not, but Bone Wraith is pretty decent.
Justice is mine.
And then we'll just re-weapon up. Hand overall, not fantastic, but it'll do. That'll do, donkey. You know, that kind of thing. Pharaoh Cat turn 1 is actually an insane play for this deck. Just having that little bit of like early extra tempo and having a Praise Galakrond target really early on is really helpful for the deck. And sometimes you don't even need some of the legendaries if you're able to get that to be on the board. So, But anyway, win conditions of this deck remain the same. Also, for those of you who have gotten this far, stay till the end. There will be some stuff that I want to talk about. So there is also that. Backstab, hit, play Bone Wraith. Play Bone Wraith. I want to save the coin to start a combo, but I realize now that I don't have Edwin in this deck, so holding on to the coin actually isn't as important as, say, in another deck, which means that I should probably have used it already. And obviously, this is just like a slight misplay for this particular build. I could have coined out the Praise Galakrond, but I didn't. It's fine. It doesn't really matter that much. Actually? Are you gonna give it attack, you monster? You absolute madman? Oh my god. This guy just gave it 4 attack to kill my dude. That's incredible. Luckily, we can just rush into it. And I think I'm just gonna play the lackey. Oh, man. There's no reason to play the lackey. Nothing to play Praise Galakrond on. I want to save the weapon charge, so I'm just going to pass. I have another backstab just in case I need to remove something. I have a sap just in case he plays something kind of big. Let's see. I don't necessarily want to sap that. I want a small minion. I want like an evil miscreant kind of thing. Oh shoot, he finished his quest already. That's gonna make this rough. This guy's playing Quest Rogue. He is an absolute man. Taunt's pretty good, honestly, I guess. I need to protect myself. Deal 2? Backstab deal 2 deals with that. And we will pass. I could Shadow Step it, actually. But I don't really feel the need to. So we'll, again, pass. Hold on to the weapon charge. Nothing to really hit with it. So I could have just backstabbed, hit the 4-3. But I didn't want to take 4 damage. Not right now. Especially when I couldn't, like, recharge my weapon yet. Because I had another way of dealing with it, and it got me something on board. So I felt like it was just the correct thing to do. Hunter's Mark. That's fine, honestly. I'm okay with that. It's only 5. That's not really something that I want to sap super badly. But at the same time, I kind of do. It's not big enough to sap. Who am I kidding? Seal Fate, get a lackey, give that lackey a rush, trade in. Let's see what lackey we get first, though. We can praise Galakrond for a couple of other lackeys, too, which is nice. I want a different lackey, perhaps. I still have 3 left, so this one's better. Because I want to give something else taunt to protect the 2-1 attack minion, and then give this one rush because it's the least useful. So if I do need to Shadow Step something at some point, it's better to do it on taunt or deal 2. And that is our turn. Ideally, we draw Galakrond or Kronks in the next couple of turns, but if we don't, we're in a little bit of trouble. Does he Zilliax this? No? Well, I'm not going to sap it if they're separated. So, that's a thing. Please draw me Galakrond. Or Kronks. That's not it at all. Okay, so this deck has less win conditions, and this is why the 1-3 would be nice for a little extra card draw so you get what you need more consistently. But as it stands, this is going fine. I might want to praise... Oh, no. Praise Galakrond on this. Just trade into his board, keep some stuff up maybe. Get myself an extra lackey. Discover something? I want to discover a spell or get a dragon so I can generate resources for myself. This one is not going super well. I can trade, eviscerate, or alternatively, I just go full face and ignore it and try to burst him with Reckless Rocketeer.
I wonder.
And just hope he doesn't have Ziliax, because, like, that's the best way I win the game, I think. We get a taunt, too, which is nice. I say we just go full face, honestly. What else am I supposed to do at this point? I can't wait for Galakrond any longer. I couldn't, like, if he has Ziliax, I lose, but at this point, since he has more cards than I do, he's got a completed quest, he's got resources. At a certain point, I just have to accept that I have... Oh my god, really? Okay, that might be game unless I draw Galakrond. Obviously, I could still draw him, so the game's not over, but, that's not what you want to see right now, at least. Okay. Trades. Kill off his little 1/1s. None of this hand is not great. Really hoping to draw again Kronks or Galakrond. Like this deck has decent draw engine with Togwoggle, and I was very tempted to put Togwoggle in this deck instead of the Assassinate or something, because Togwoggle's really important to how the deck works. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to concede yet. Drawing Galakrond here does low-key save me. It depends on what I draw, though. And only low-key, because obviously things aren't looking great as of right now. The shark's nice. Okay. So if I don't die this turn, I might be able to pop off. But we're not going to be able to use the Reckless Rocketeer to do it. Maybe. The shark probably won't die. Oh god, okay, so, I'm going to Seal Fate that. We're trying to just minimize damage. That's useless. Let's sap that. Rush into one of the 1/1s. Two rush ones. That's fine. Hit face. Pass. This isn't bad. That's fine. I'm going to need to play a ton of cards next turn though, so I need to think. I need to do the math. How much damage can I do in this one turn? Life Drinker's nice to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With Shadow Step we can do more. I think I just need to go with... Oh shoot, okay. Let's do that once. I only have 52 seconds, so I gotta do this really quick. Need to empty my hand a little bit. Get 4 lackeys for free. Come on, give me a deal 2 on that one, man. That was not good. That was really bad. Okay. I double Shadow Step this. Does that get me lethal? 6, 18. No, wait, that's lethal. Holy moly, I actually won this game. This deck's insane. It's official. This deck's insane. Oh my god, this deck's insane. What? Oh my god. Wait, this shark build is actually better. What the heck? What on earth was that? I was so stressed out for like a brief period of time. I only have time to play one game because I have class, but take this build as you will. I think that it has potential. As you can see, this deck just has a different win condition. Basically, you want to focus on lackeys, getting a shark, and killing them. If you, instead of the assassinate, you want to run some card draw, I actually think that that might be a good idea. Go with like a novice engineer or something, just for again, slight tempo play, thins the deck, gets you to the Galakrond. Obviously, drawing the Galakrond was lucky there, but Kronks would have drawn me Galakrond, so essentially I had 2 cards that would have drawn me a win condition. Wow, I actually can't believe I won that. Holy moly. But anyway, yeah, if you want to take out the Assassinate for some card draw, it's fine. The Assassinate might not even fit in the deck because you want to use it on, like, Big Druid. And Big Druid has a ton of stuff anyway. So for those of you who made it to the end, last couple of things. One, overview of how this ended up going. Like I said, Assassinate for some card draw might be better. Basically, not going to go with the Skyvateer. That's the name. Okay, interesting. But we're not going to go with the Skyvateer. We're going to just go with the Novice Engineer for a little bit of extra card draw there. And if you have any other ideas for decks that you want me to play for budget reasons, please tell me. I would be more than happy to do it. Why does it say Galakrond Rogue again? I swear I changed this to budget. There we go. Boom. Anyway, if you have any decks that you want me to play, please let me know. And then I want to start doing this thing where I just kind of like ask you a question, have you respond to it in the comments. If you've made it this far, what is your thoughts on Druid in the meta? Specifically, Token Druid. I will be asking questions about different Druids in the meta. But this time we're going to go with Token Druid. In my opinion, it's better in terms of toxicity than in Big and Druid. And Big and Druid is just a toxic, really uninteractive deck to play against, in my opinion. I think Token Druid is at least kind of fun to play against. They have a board, you deal with it. They have like tempo plays and stuff, and it's not like as bad. But yeah, I think that it's actually pretty good. It doesn't abuse the Breath of Dreams, which is a like 70% win rate when in your opening hand, which is absolutely absurd. So honestly, I think it's a good deck. If you have any other budget decks you want me to try, please tell me. And yeah, if there's anything that I missed. Wait, this deck is even cheaper now, by the way, since I took out the it's only 4,560. I don't know what it was looking at when it said it was 6,000, but this deck is even cheaper now. For those of you who made it to the very end, look at that, it's even cheaper, which is awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.